Hello everyone. My name is Alfredo Hayag. I am the Principal Technical Product Specialist here at Peregrine Connect, and welcome to this video on using the table looping function for advanced data transformations within FlightPath. In this video, we'll walk you through the process of setting up and using the table looping function, which allows you to create complex mappings and output multiple structures based on your input data. Open the Neuron ESB Explorer and select File. You can either create a new solution or open an old one. In this example, we will create a new one. Select New under the File tab and click on Repository. Choose Data Mapper under Transformations and then click New and then Data Mapper. In order to create a mapping, we need source data. We need to import the source file. For source and target documents, we provide a variety of options for you to choose from. You can select between XSD, JSON schemas, XML, CSV, JSON documents, database, application and application adapters, open APIs such as Cloud API, REST, and Swagger, and WSDL for SOAP. In our example, we will be using an XML file. Click on the XML icon and click File System. Navigate to the location of your source file, select it, and click next to load the data. FlightPath will load your source data, and you'll see it displayed on the screen. In our example, we have two different contact types, representative and agent contacts. Our problem here is that we want to group both contact types under one category. We can resolve this issue by using the table looping function. Now click next to go to the target data screen. For effective mapping, we also need target data. You can choose whatever target data you prefer, but in our example, we will use XML data. Select the XML icon, then click on File System. Select your target data file and click Open. Now click Next and you can see a preview of your target data. Drag and drop your source fields to the corresponding target fields to establish the basic mapping. Table looping in FlightPath is used to create repeating structures in the destination message when the source data doesn't naturally lend itself to repetition. It's particularly useful when you need to generate multiple instances of a record or element in the output based on certain conditions or repeating data in the source. Now we need to add the table looping function. Click the plus button to access the function screen. Then you can either search for the table looping function using the search bar on the top or find it in the advanced function section. Select the table looping function to add it to your mapping. You use the table looping function to create a table structure where each row corresponds to a repeated element or a record in the destination message. By specifying the conditions of each row, you can generate the desired output structure in the destination message. Next, we will configure our table. In the table looping screen, configure the internal table. Select constant source fields from the left and target fields from the right. Drag and drop to map source fields and constants to the target fields within the table. Now we will add our constants. These will show what kind of contact they are. You add these constants into our blank type field so that it knows what type of contact it is. Click the plus button next to constants and create a rep and agent constant. Now add it into the table beneath type. Within the table looping screen, if conditions are employed to verify the conditions on the source fields, and depending on the outcome, the table row will either be outputted or not. Several common conditions can be achieved through the use of these if conditions, such as checking for null or empty fields, either for specific fields or all fields, or checking for specific field values and more. To verify multiple conditions, using if conditions, click on the Add Another Condition button as one condition is provided by default. Once all the conditions have been added, you can then select the Match All button to execute an operation or the Match Any button to execute an OR operation. Preview the output schema to verify your configuration. Now we will complete the configuration. Click Finish to save the table looping configuration. Click the Test button at the top. Click on Document, then select Import. Upload the source file and click Open. Select the Transform button on the top right and your generated output will be displayed on the right. Verify the generated output against your expected results. Congratulations! You've successfully learned how to use the table looping function in Data Mapper to create complex mappings that produce multiple output structures. This feature is particularly useful for cases where one input requires multiple output instances. Remember to thoroughly test your configuration and validate the output to ensure accuracy.